Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Coalitions Getting Coffee during COVID-19. Today we have with us Bobby Mangham, who is the STAR Program Director at Community Healthcore. Bobby, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well,
Cool. Let's start some things off with some fun.
All right.
What is a controversial opinion that you hold that is non-political, something that would maybe stir the pot a little bit, that's fun to make an argument for, that maybe some people would find a little bit weird or different?
All right. Well, I know a lot of people don't like pineapple on pizza. And I personally wouldn't order one, but I'm not going to not eat it. So I think those people who want pineapple on their pizza are totally fine. In fact, I think you can put anything you want on a pizza and call it a pizza.
Okay, that is a controversial opinion. I can't remember who it was. It may have been Christy. One of the ones in our coalition specifically said that was her pet peeve was pineapple on pizza. Oh no, it was Mindy. I think it was Mindy Robertson. Anyway, so yeah, you guys will have to duke it out in a fun debate on that.
And I'm also okay. Go ahead.
Oh, well, it's fine. Mine is not that interesting, really. Most people, like growing up, chocolate ice cream was the way to go for me. And as I've advanced in my years, I definitely think the best ice cream flavor out there is just plain vanilla because of all the different things you can add to it.
I agree.
So yeah, that would definitely be mine.
I totally agree. But Bluebell homemade vanilla.
Yeah.
Best ice cream ever.
Yep, I like that one. This is a little bit of a side. Do you like homemade vanilla better than vanilla bean?
I'd have to go, yeah.
Okay. That might be a difference for us, but hey, it's still vanilla. I like vanilla bean. On to the serious talks, Bobby. You work with and for the STAR, you're like the director of STAR program. What exactly is the STAR program? What do you and your team do?
Well, we basically, I like to say in a nutshell, try to keep kids out of trouble and help families get along with each other. We're kind of like free counseling, but we don't diagnose or treat anything. We're not therapy, but we set up goals and we do skills training with kids and families that are dealing with things like family conflict, truancy issues, runaway, delinquent behavior. And like I said, basically just try to help them out. We're a division of Texas Prevention and Early Intervention, so we are trying to prevent things like neglect and abuse, and just like I said, try to help kids and families get back on the path that they need to so they can be more resilient and happy.
Gotcha. And that's good work. And one of the things I love about this position is partnering with people like you and some others in our coalition that just have a heart for helping families and kids. And so I appreciate the work that you do. I think the answer is probably obvious, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Where does your passion for youth substance abuse prevention come from? How does that kind of fit with the work that you do in the STAR program?
I don't really know where it comes from. I've just always liked kids, and I got lucky that right after college I got into the STAR program. I've been there ever since. But substance abuse issues are right there along with family conflict issues and delinquent behavior issues. I mean, they're things that kids and families deal with on a daily basis, and it's having another tool in our toolbox to be able to help these families deal with what they're dealing with is really beneficial to us.
Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine you probably see that a lot in your line of work, the the crossover between substance abuse and neglect and some of those other things. I am curious. So this is Coalitions Getting Coffee during COVID-19. I'm wondering how you guys and your organization and just how the whole pandemic and the shutdown and all that stuff has affected your area of work.
Yeah, our entire agency has gone almost entirely to virtual visits or telehealth, including our programs. So I would say 99% of our sessions with families and kids are done over something like Zoom or other video conferencing software. So most of ours are done out of respect and to protect the families that we work with. So we do everything virtually.
Yep. Gotcha. Now, and so it sounds like there hasn't, while you've had to switch the medium in which you communicate with people, it doesn't sound like it's prevented you too much from actually continuing to do your work. It's just a different kind of work.
Different kind of work. I mean, there are definitely some challenges. There are some people who want the face-to-face contact, but for the most part, yeah, everybody's really been open to it and want us there.
Good. That's awesome. Means you're doing some good work. Hey, there's no question that the pandemic is hard on a lot of East Texans. I'm curious though if you've noticed anything positive. There's been a positive takeaway that you've witnessed now that we've been through this for a couple of months now, that perhaps we can carry with us into the future as things open up and return to normal.
I think a couple of things. One of them is just shows how resilient we are as people, that we can help people meet their needs in any way that we can. I also think that technology is something that is really coming out of this. I mean, this technology has existed, but we're using it in such a new and extreme way a lot, that I think going forward for a lot of agencies and a lot of programs, that we're going to use this technology that we're using now, even when we can return to normalcy. So
Yeah.
I think the lesson that we're learning on how to use this stuff now is going to carry forward into the future, where we can provide both face-to-face and a lot more telehealth.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. It's kind of expanding what we can use to serve people. Yeah, I agree. What are you most looking forward to when life returns to normal?
Baseball. I really want to go to a baseball game in the Rangers' new stadium. And it will be nice to go in July and August and not sweat. So.
Yeah. Is this the first season that they get to use the new stadium?
Yep. It was ready to go at the end of March, and we haven't been able to use it yet. So I think what they're saying is, yeah, sitting there waiting. They're talking about starting the season in July, 1st of July. So fingers crossed that we get to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. You know, the one that I've been saying for quite some time is a haircut, and now the haircut places can open and operate. So I've been able to get one now, and so I feel I'm happy about that. Another thing that I'm looking forward to though is not being so afraid of people. Like in the grocery store, you always kind of feel like you've got to keep that like 6 foot gap. I wouldn't say I'm too much of a touchy-feely person. I usually try to respect people's space, although I'm welcome to hugs and high fives. None of that really bothers me. But I do like shaking people's hand when I meet them and stuff like that. It has been kind of weird not being able to do that. It may have just been like taught and ingrained in me from a young age when you meet people to shake their hand, and just a way to kind of break down some barriers there. So it's doing something to me in the way that I relate to strangers, and it's like I have to see them almost as enemies or threats. And I'm trying not to do that, but it definitely has that. So now I'm just extra friendly with a smile to let them know that I'm not disgusted by you. I just probably need to keep my distance from you.
It's hard to tell when people are smiling when their face is covered up with a mask. So
that's true too. You know, you're right about that. And yeah, I've been a little slow, I'm sad to say, on adopting the mask. I did get one here recently, but honestly, I'm not in public places all that much anyway. So.
yeah.
Hey, before we get to the fun question about the coffee, I wanted to give you a little space here just to kind of plug your work and to direct some of our viewers to ways to connect with you down the road.
Sure. The good thing about the STAR program is there is one in every county in the state of Texas. So if you know anybody anywhere that's having any of the same kind of issues that I've talked about, there's a STAR program there. And you can find where that program is or how to contact them by going to our state website. That's helpandhope.org. You can also find our program on Facebook at facebook.com/CHC STAR program. And you can always call us. Our number is on the Facebook page. It's on that state website, and it's our office number is 903-753-9744.
Awesome. Great. And if you're viewing this now and you want to learn a little bit more, we're going to plug all that stuff in the description on our Facebook page. So if you didn't catch any of that information, be sure and click the description and you'll see ways to follow through and connect with Bobby again. Bobby, it's time to wrap it. So I wanted to ask you, what's in your mug? What's your go-to morning drink?
Coffee every day. Got to have the caffeine, and it's got to be full strength coffee. So.
Yep. What's yours morning? What's your coffee? There's a little bit of delay in our internet connection. What's your cup say?
Those mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Awesome. Hey, that's a good one. I like that. What is your, do you have a specific type of coffee, and how do you like it?
I will drink it almost any way. I like it black. I like it with cream and sugar. I'll drink iced coffee. I make cold brew and drink that during the summer. So just give me some coffee.
Just any kind. I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I'm a little bit of the same way. Today's for me was the Whataburger on the way to work, kind of picking that up. And I typically like mine black, but I like to drink black coffee with something that is sweet and let that be kind of what softens the bitterness of it. But for sure, I got to have coffee pretty much every day as well. So the morning Java is good for the soul.
Yes, sir.
Bobby, thanks for taking some time out of your day today to meet with us. I appreciate the work that you do in helping us in the coalition, but I'm also super encouraged by the work that you do just individually and with your organization, and best luck to you guys as you continue to serve youth and families with the STAR program.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate everything that you and your coalition and all of your counterparts are doing all across East Texas. We appreciate that.
Awesome. Thanks, man. We'll catch up later. Have a good one.
You too.